What on God Green's earth has happened to Lords Mobile since I last? But I came back to this and I'm like, what is going on? What? And it's like, what in the hell is this? Like, what? What? So, of course, I come back and this is Lords Mobile now, guys. What happened to Lords Mobile? What did they do? Like what? Okay. Yeah. I get the premise. Why are you making me do this? What did they do to Lords Mobile? What did they do? I don't understand. Why? Okay, so anyway, yeah, if your experience is as confusing as mine, you'll have also realized I cannot escape. I am locked. They have trapped me. This is just terrible. Um, I really don't know why. Why? Just why? Why do they do this to me? I do not know. But here we are, forced into some really weird situation where they are forcing me to do things I do not want to do. I do not know why, and I don't care. I don't care. Why can I not leave? Why won't you let me leave? Why? Just let me go. I don't want to be here anymore. Why can I not leave? I don't know, guys. This is the stuff that makes me grumpy, because they trap me and they don't want me to leave. They're gonna force me into solitude for forever and ever and ever. For what reason? No one knows. But that's our luck. Because you play Lords Mobile forever and ever and ever, and then you come back and you're like, I don't even recognize the game that I knew, and I can't even leave. Like, what is this noise? It's literally trapped me. For what reason, we don't know. It's messy, man. It's messy. And of course, it's like, yes, but you need to do this. It's like, no, I don't. Let me leave. Exit. And yeah, that's my experience with Lords Mobile. I can't even shield. Like, what the heck? What did they do? Why did they do this? Who thought this was a good idea? I don't know. And it's killing me, man. It's killing me. Apparently there's a puddle. I can't. I mean, what am I supposed to do? What is this? Why? Like, I can't. I don't understand. I mean, do you see my dilemma? Am I alone in this endeavor? Like, this game is giving me ultimatums, and I don't have any way to. I don't know how to comply. I don't have an option. I don't have any way to fix or do what it is wanting me to do. I don't know, man. This is just bonkers. The way that. Hold on. So we're gonna boot back in, and I'm hoping it'll let me leave. Otherwise, this is so broken in this way, in ways that are hard to describe. Okay. Alright. It looks like it let me leave. Thank God. Okay, so I naturally, right, from all the frickin' mumbo jumbo, right? I've also gotten rallied, which was fun, I wasn't online for it or anything, so, a couple of hits tested me, made sure that I was offline, and then sent a rally at me and did like 5.3 mil at me, which, not gonna lie, that's pretty painful. And then to add insult to injury, they had Rascal, and they had the Coalition, and then you had your freaking bonuses and everything, and then to add insult to injury, it's like, now they've got like all this other content in Lords Mobile that they've updated since I've last played this. I come back and I don't even recognize the game that I played 2 years ago. And it's like, what is going on? What are these? Of course, and it's like, oh, you need mana crystals. Like, okay, so what exactly are these? So you buy some mana crystals, and you go ahead and frickin' purchase them, right? And it tells you need a mana chamber. Like, what in Godgridd's Earth is a mana chamber? So you gotta go and, I mean, basically, right, they turn Lords Mobile into where it's more like Clash of Clans now. You got little freaking items and decorations, and you can make your house look like a freaking building. And it's like, okay, all right, this is probably a step in the right direction. It's like, it's kind of surprising we didn't see this sooner, right? But I'm not gonna lie, it is definitely a little bit jarring to come back to, and I was not prepared for this content change, because it definitely threw me through a, like, oh, okay, like, I don't even recognize this game as much as I used to, and trying to find where things are has been kind of an interesting challenge. But it's, and at the same time, it's also kind of cool, like, your Lunar Foundry is all the way over here. Now you gotta go frickin' dig around to go find it. And your prison's up here. You got, if you go over here, you got the embassy, then you got your stages, and then you have the battle hall, the workshop, all that fun noise, right? And then you got your shelter over in the corner, you got your transmutation lab, and yeah, I mean, you got all this other, kind of hunky-dory stuff all over the place, right? But the thing that really got me kind of interested was the fact that, like, okay, so like your treasure trove's still where it's usually at, your tycoon is, your Vergeway, the vault, your artifact hall, the academy, and then even, of course, your sanctuary, right? And so I've been sitting here kind of healing like a madman, because naturally I now have like a full frickin' divine, which I wasn't really I wasn't exactly planning on. But by all means, the one thing that really still kind of confuses me is, like, what exactly are these mana crystals, right? Now, of course, I have like a stupid amount of loot that I've been saving, and I figured, all right, just to make things interesting, I'd open all of these and we would just kind of go through a couple years worth of junk and see what exactly drops, because I've just been collecting junk for the last couple of years, not really doing anything with it by any means. And so I don't know what exactly we're going to find, but hey, I've got some champ chests, not very many, but some, and of course the mana crystal store, is like, okay, so basically, as I understand it, like, if I was to go and say, if I wanted to go train troops, right, there's kind of a weirdness going on in that it's like, okay, so you go and you normally would go train your troops and stuff, and it's fascinating to me that they kind of set it up this way, because it's a little bit off of what I've kind of seen them do in the past, but it just kind of, I don't know, it fascinates me, like, why they kind of chose to move stuff the way they did. But I guess it's like, it's okay, but like, it is kind of just, I don't know, it's like, for me, it's very like, it's expanded, but in a way that makes it difficult for me to know where exactly to go. I may be complaining too much, though. I don't know. It's one of those things that maybe it bothers me, may not bother everyone, but that's like my first go-to with this was like, even now I still look at this and I go, I gotta train troops, and I gotta find that one barracks that I used to be able to find that now is not as easy to find. And you notice that they've got mana charges. It says you gotta complete chapter 9. And I'm like, wait a minute, what? And you go to proceed, and it takes you to this, and you see all this junk, and you're like, what the heck are they talking about? Mana Awakening. Oh, and by the way, when you complete chapter 9, well, now you get a little extra added stats for, basically, I'm just going to go with Scab, but you collect your mysterious blah, 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 and then you get this little thing, and you do this all. And of course, it's another one of those, oh, you got to do all this matchy crap, which we'll do at some point later, and I'll make another video on it just to kind of look at this new content update. But as you might imagine, more content, more stuff to talk about. My general opinion of it so far, though, is the update's good. It's just, like I was complaining earlier, it's a little bit jarring to come back to. That said, though, it sounds as though we now have another set of stats that we've got to play with. So now we've got to be kind of weary about fighting players again, because mana charges are a factor, and that's going to change the attributes of the troops in such a way that, okay, so before, we were focused just on T5s, and now it's like, oh, and now we've got mana. So it's another grind on top of the existing grind, another layer on top of another cake of layers. Now you may be wondering, well, hold on a minute, is it just T5s? No. The mana charges are kind of a little bit more universal, I guess, and that's kind of interesting, and that they're going to be more of a resource, it looks like. But in any case, just thought I'd give you guys my 2 cents and kind of show you what's been going on. And yes, I do still have my alt, so I've got my main, I've got my alt. I have capped a couple of rallies on my alt over the course of a couple of weeks. Well, we'll probably review those sometime. But in any case, thank you guys for watching.